Some men love loudly. They make promises. They make speeches. They make sure the whole world knows how much they care. But the greatest love I have ever heard of was silent. It asked for nothing. It expected nothing. It just gave, quietly, in the dark, where no one was watching. This is the story of Rayan, and the secret he kept for 7 years. Rayan and Amira had been married for 6 years when the diagnosis came. It arrived on a Thursday morning in a white envelope with words that changed everything. Stage 3. Amira sat on the edge of their bed holding that paper, and the world outside kept moving as if nothing had happened, as if the birds were not still singing, as if the sun had no right to still be shining. Rayan stood in the doorway watching her. He did not panic. He did not fall apart. He walked across the room, sat beside her, took her hand, and said simply, "We will fight this together, whatever it takes." Amira looked at him and whispered, "The treatment is expensive, Rayan. We cannot afford this." He squeezed her hand and said, "Leave that to me." She assumed he meant they would figure it out together. Apply for loans, ask family for help, find some reasonable solution. She had no idea what he actually meant. The next morning, Rayan woke up at 4 a.m. He drove to his regular job at a construction company where he worked from 6 a.m. until 3 p.m. every single day. Then, instead of coming home, he drove to a warehouse on the edge of the city where he had secretly taken a second job loading and unloading trucks from 4 p.m. until midnight. He came home after Amira was already asleep. He showered quietly, ate whatever was left in the kitchen, set his alarm for 4 a.m. again, and he did this every single day for 7 years. Amira noticed he looked tired. She asked him about it several times. He always smiled and said, "It is just the project at work. It will settle down soon." It never settled down because he never stopped. On weekends, he took on small repair jobs in the neighbourhood, fixing pipes, painting walls, replacing broken windows, anything that paid. He stopped buying new clothes for himself. He stopped eating lunch at work to save money. He sold the watch his father had given him, the only thing of value he owned, without telling anyone. Every single penny went toward Amira's treatment. She never saw a bill. She never worried about a payment. Every appointment was covered. Every medication was waiting. Every procedure was paid for before she even asked. She thought they had savings she did not know about. She never imagined the truth. 3 years into treatment, Amira began recovering, slowly at first, then faster. Then one morning, her doctor used a word she had not heard in so long. It made her collapse in tears right there in the clinic. Remission. Rayan held her in that corridor, eyes closed, exhaling 3 years of silent terror in one long, quiet breath. That night, Amira looked at him across the dinner table, really looked at him, and she noticed things she had been too sick to see clearly before. The lines on his face that were not there 6 years ago. The way he moved, carefully, like someone whose body had been carrying something very heavy for a very long time. The clothes he wore, the same ones from years ago, never replaced. She reached across the table and took his hands. She turned them over slowly. His palms were rough, calloused in ways she had never noticed. She looked up at him with tears already forming. "Rayan," she whispered, "what did you do?" He looked at her for a long moment. Then he looked down at their hands together and said quietly, "Whatever you needed. I just did whatever you needed." She asked him to tell her everything. So he did. And as he spoke, quietly, without drama, without asking for any credit, Amira sat completely still and listened to 7 years of sacrifice she had never known existed. When he finished, she could not speak. She had no words for what she felt, because there are no words large enough to hold a love like that. She told me this story herself, sitting in her garden, healthy and glowing, with Rayan asleep on a chair nearby. She said, "I used to think love was about what someone said to you. Now I know love is about what someone does when you are not even watching." He never asked me to notice. He never needed me to know. He just loved me in the quietest, most powerful way a person can love another. Listen carefully now. There is probably someone in your life right now who is quietly sacrificing something for you that you know nothing about. They are not asking for recognition. They are not keeping score. They are not waiting for a thank you. They are just loving you in silence, in the dark, when no one can see. Pay attention. Look closer. Notice the tired eyes, the worn hands, the same clothes worn year after year. Because real love does not always announce itself. Sometimes it just shows up at 4 a.m. and goes to work. If this story moved you, share it with someone today. And if you have someone like Rayan in your life, tell them you see them, because being seen by the person you love most is worth more than anything in this world. Subscribe to this channel for more stories that will stay with you long after you stop watching. A new story is coming very soon. Until then, love quietly. Give generously.